What's up, everyone? Welcome to this month's Fanbase University call. I see Cole in here. Michael's got his Earl Grey tea. Hey, I got my Earl Grey tea as well in my Hamburg mug when I went to Germany. We used to collect these mugs. I got one from Singapore. I got one from Japan. I got one from almost everywhere, and then it just got old, and then I just stopped with the Starbucks mugs. But anyways, yes, I got my Earl Grey tea too. Hope you guys are all doing freaking amazing. Who else is in here? Hasn't said yes. We got Nate, Paul, Virginia, Roxy Nova. What's up? We got so many. Everyone's in here tonight, man. It's awesome. So glad that you guys are here. I know some people had been away for a while, and with schedules and stuff, and I totally get it. Some people are working tonight, and that's all right, man. Gotta go make that money so that you can reinvest in everything that you're doing and invest in your dream. Sometimes you gotta buy your dream. Eric, what's up, man? I think this is your first call here. Super stoked you guys are here. Shiv, so many people here, man. Cole saying finally got my album Stone. Sweet, dude. I love it. I love it. Well, hey, like all these coaching calls, all right, we're going to go for about a full hour here, maybe a little longer depending on how many questions you guys got, but this is really about you, and I want to reemphasize that and you guys can hear me, right? Please let me know you can hear me before I start rambling on. Please say yes that you can hear me. Can you guys tell me you can hear me? But my question is, why you said last time that is okay, good. You guys can hear me. I'm going to answer a question right off the bat here. Virginia, you're talking about Taxi. I don't like Taxi, that company, that company that gets your stuff into TV and film. And I'll tell you why. I think, sure, there can be good deals. There can be stuff that you can build relationships on and stuff like that and get your stuff in TV and film. But when something's too good to be true, normally it really is. And I got approved for a couple of placements through Taxi when I submitted my songs. And first you got to pay for the membership, which I don't like. And I know that weeds out the people that just aren't legit. But there's so many other places like musicsupervisor.com, Song RDR, Audio Cloud, or Audio Jungle, excuse me. And then Taxi makes you pay to submit the stuff. And then the stuff that I got approved for that they wanted to put my music in, the deal was terrible, and it was a complete ripoff, let alone scam. They wanted to re-register my songs, and the deal was just really shady. And so I just don't like Taxi. I'm sure some of the people might mean well, but the companies that are sending you these deals, it's just it's like me introducing you to a record deal or a label that I know is just going to screw you, and I just don't understand. I would never do that to you, and I hope somebody wouldn't do that to me. It's like, hey, I want to hook you up, get you signed to a deal, and it's just this terrible thing. So I really don't recommend them. I want to answer a couple quick questions too for people that couldn't make it tonight as well. And I hope you guys saw that. If you haven't seen it yet, I sent an email about it. I started an opened Facebook, Facebook group, and that's open to everyone. But only you guys that are actually part of Fanbase University can access the coaching calls. But I just thought it would be really cool if we had this real tight-knit group that was on Facebook, because then I can actually see your profile pictures. I can see a little bit more about you and your music and stuff. And you just always, if you have a question in there, and I'll be scanning that. And just because I thought it might be easier to get to you guys, and it might be something that you use a little bit more than always having to log into Fanbase University. If you have a question, put it in there and just put that you are a Fanbase U member, so that I answer you, because I'm just in there just to kind of cultivate and just give value. But you guys are the only ones I'll actually answer questions for and really respond, because you are a part of this. But I'm also going to start posting the members calls in there just to remind you. But again, it's a link where you have to have the login to get in. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that Facebook group, because I just thought it'd be really cool to connect in there with you guys. So I hope you dig that. Let me answer a few questions in here. Matthew is saying he can't make it, and he's asking about a producer. He's going to meet with a producer on the 25th, and he was wondering what kind of questions he should be asking. If I should show him some of my demos so that he gets an idea of my music. If you're going to go hire a producer to work on your music or something like that, I would always check out their stuff first. Okay, check to see if they have already produced the type of music you make, whether that's rock, hip hop, country, EDM. Make sure that they're a professional and then they've got results in that area. Because like if I do rock, I don't want to hire a country producer. If I do hip hop, I don't want to hire an EDM guy. Like it's very specific in the genre. So I would make sure you check out their resume. I would definitely send your demos ahead of time so that he can listen to them and just say, hey, dude, hopefully you can listen to these before we meet. Would love your feedback and which one you think we should focus on and stuff like that. And see what kind of vision that they have for your songs and see if they think that they can take your songs to the next level. That's what I always did. I always emailed my producers the songs that I had, the demos that I had before I worked with them. Okay, so that's one of the things I just want to answer there as well too. So I hope that helps, and let me know if you guys have some thoughts on that. Brian asked a question inside earlier today, and I don't think this was definitely for the call. I'm going to shoot a video about this, but it really frustrated me because he was talking about beats that he had paid to license that other artists. So basically, he bought this beat or bought a license to use this beat, almost to rent it. But this producer or whoever this person was also sold that beat to someone else. Never, ever, ever do something like that. I would never tell you to do that. And he was saying that, you know, and Brian, I'm not picking on you here or anything like that, but you can't monetize it because a whole bunch of other people are using it. You don't even have really official rights to sell it or to get it on TV and film. And my point is, that's fine if you're like really, really, really just starting, but then why are you even paying for it then? Why don't you just use a karaoke beat that you can probably get for 99 cents off iTunes just to perform live if you want to use it for live or something like that. But like if you're going to actually pay like a couple $100 or even $100 for a beat that you don't even fully own, like screw that. You need to own 100% of the rights. You need to own the master. Okay. You know, sure, you pay them on publishing because they technically wrote the beat. They played the music. They wrote the music part. But if you're buying a track, guys, I don't care if you're paying $100 for it. You should own it. None of this renting crap or licensing stuff. That is ridiculous. And the reason I say that is because you can't build a career. Even off my very first album, okay, EP, I bought beats. Some of them were 200, some of them were 500. Some of my friends made the beats for me for free. Okay, so I hope that resonates there, that I really don't believe that at all. Okay, and big shouts out to Amy who could not make it. She is saying that she's just moved to Nashville and she's trying to get advice about making it in this town, and it's hard who to listen to, and it's not it's sometimes, you know, hard to find people that you can trust and who to listen to and stuff. And so this is what I say to that, Amy, is I say that, you know, you want to take advice from people that are successful, people that are where you want to be. You know, if they're not successful and making money doing what you're doing and making a lot of money, like killing it, then you don't listen to them because they're just, it's just opinions, right? And anybody can consult, but who's really lived it? So if I'm to give you advice, if you're trying to grow your career as an artist, okay, and it depends, you know, where you're at. Like, I felt like sharing this tonight. Say I didn't have any of my albums done, and all I had was my very first EP. Like, whoops, my very first EP. Imagine that's all I had, okay? And I think I have a music video for it. I don't have any lyric videos for it, so I'd probably create lyric videos. I would probably take those songs. I'd put a show together. There's 5 songs on there, so I'd make sure I'm able to perform all 5 songs. Maybe I'd throw a freestyle in there, and I'd put together a show, and I'd probably start trying to book shows. That's what I'd probably start. Where can I perform? That's probably the very first thing I would start doing. Where can I perform? Because I know I can trade my performance and then get money for it. I know that's one of the quickest things I can do. I would probably start my YouTube channel right away. I would upload all those songs to YouTube. I'd do SoundCloud. I would have it for sale everywhere, Spotify, Bandcamp, the whole thing. I have it everywhere, register them all, okay? And then I would probably start doing Facebook Lives. I would start, you know, I'm doing my Instagram strategy, which is in Fanbase University. I'd upload a whole bunch of songs to Instagram. So when people go to my Instagram, they'd see my music, like actual like videos with my musics. I'd make sure those are uploaded to Facebook. So when I'm marketing, people are seeing my music. They're seeing my music. I would take that one brand, that album cover. Okay, if I was starting from scratch, if that's what I was starting over with, that would be the brand. It would be available now everywhere. I'd be giving the music away. I'd try and get it out to as many people as possible and get my name everywhere. I'd probably boost in posts. You know, I'd be spending a bit of money, whatever it is I could. I'd be spending something just to grow it, get myself out there as much as I could. If I was starting from scratch, those are just a few things I would do right away. Maybe I would even pay for an artist feature and do a remix. Take the best song on that. If I was starting all over, I'd take my best song and maybe I would pay for a feature of an artist that I'm trying to reach out to and actually develop a relationship with that I could hopefully go on tour with. That's what I would do. So there's a little ramble for you. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Jerry's saying, how you doing, Chris? Welcome back, Jerry Fee. Nashville represent. And I hope you got some value out of what I just said, Jerry, because I remember you messaged me and you were saying, you know, like you just kind of feel like you're not sure what to do sometimes. And, you know, there's a moment today that I woke up and I didn't know what to do. And I sometimes get frustrated for a second. And, you know, honestly, I just had a shower, wake up, get some food. And it's just like, okay, I got to do something. Like, what's one thing I can do to move my career forward? And I'd love to hear what you guys have done this week to move your career forward. Hey, I made it. I looked at what the producer has made and it's my music genre. Okay, great, Matthew. Great. Yeah, well, send him your best 3 demos. You don't want to overwhelm him. Like if you're reaching out to a producer, you don't want to overwhelm the guy with like 1 million songs, but send him like your best 3 that you really feel like you want to work on and get feedback from them. And when you meet with them, you're just going to talk and see if you guys gel, see if you guys vibe, and see what the pricing is. Make sure you talk about money. Make sure you talk about, you know, how you're going to split the song publishing wise. If you just wrote it, you're probably going to split it 50-50, you know. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have more questions on that. Another Matthew, I'm working on my first EP right now, not finished yet, but I'm already trying to book shows and I'm performing already at different events in Midland, Texas. I love it, dude. I love it. So, you know, while you're working on your EP, you know, you're playing shows. Make sure you bring something for people to sign up and get those email addresses, even cell phones now. Like I probably need to update, and it might be weird at some of the clubs, but I'm going to try it, especially if it's digital, because I normally have it on my iPad, but to get cell phone numbers too, because if you can get emails and cell phone numbers for when your album actually comes out, like that's what I want to have next time I have a launch, so I can actually text people. And that, like, man, it's easy to ignore a Facebook or an Instagram post. Like it's very easy to ignore an Instagram post because people are just scrolling. But if I get like a text message, I'm gonna be like, whoa, you know what I mean? So like that's definitely going in my strategy to start gathering cell phone numbers from people, especially at shows. And all you're doing is you're printing out your sheet. So let's go for Eric here. Eric's got his sheet. He's at a show, has your name, has the email, and then it has phone number. And it just says sign up so you can get updates when I'm coming to my show next. You know what I'm saying? And Eric is saying, I'm doing the Facebook Accelerator. Dude, some of you guys have signed up to that Facebook Accelerator course. It's super freaking cheap. Everyone's freaking loving it. I'm curious to what your results are, Eric, and how that's been working for you, man. I've been using it, and my Facebook likes are just shooting through the roof, okay? And let's be honest here, okay? Some of those likes that you are getting are from, you know, countries that aren't like North America, Canada, US, Europe. They're kind of other countries, but that's still that social proof. I can't begin to tell you how important that is, okay? Especially when you're just building and just getting started. If you're not doing this full time, to have 10,000 likes and people to see that, the proof that helps you, like you're standing here now instead of all the way down there, whether it's fully real or not. and then you use that to leverage, to get more shows, to get more likes, to get more people to believe in you. And then you what I talk about is you duplicate the ad set, and then you target US and all that stuff. I don't want to get into all that stuff, but man, Facebook has been a game changer. I've been spending money giving away my music and just exchanging it for a name and an email address, and it's been a game changer for me. I shared that with in the last coaching call, and I can talk about that more. Let me answer some questions. Austin saying, I got a whole new song done last week. Awesome, dude. I see the SoundCloud thing there. You had this to-do list paper. I can't remember the name that you said you would post, but I can't find it anywhere. Oh, that's the Crush It checklist. You never got the Crush It, the planner? Let me see if I can post that in here. Boom. Boom, boom. Here is the Facebook University Crush It planner, Christine, if you have not downloaded that. There that is. Okay. I just posted that in there, Christine. And I boosted a Facebook post this week about booking shows. Okay, awesome, dude. That's great. Like, especially like, and we didn't have that before. Well, actually, no, I've done that. I did that back in the day when I used to book my own shows. Is I'd be like, hey, I upload a video, and it might be me. It might be me saying, hey, what's up, guys? It's Manifest. I'm going on tour in December. We're booking a Christmas tour, and we're going to be coming through Texas. We're still trying to book some dates, so if you want to book a date, click the link below or message me. We'd love to come and do a show or partner and do a show with you. Hit us up. And I'd boost that post, man, and I'd target, we'd target either club owners or churches or whatever and try and book shows, and it was freaking phenomenal. Jerry, I spent a lot of time this summer trying to book churches for this fall and came up empty. I don't have the time right now to really pour into booking because I'm having to work a ton, but need and want to get out. I miss connecting live. Tried asking someone who's very supportive of my music. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, and sometimes, dude, like call back instead of just doing cold calling and emailing, go through the list of all the shows that you've played and the ones that you have relationships with, and email them and say, hey, dude, I'm trying to book a show here. Can you recommend anyone? And I know that takes a lot of hustle, and sometimes it's even a phone call for them to get back to you. But sometimes it's asking the person that's already supported you, already had you in. It's a lot easier to either get another show or to get you somewhere else to recommend. And so, dude, booking shows is like a full-time job. Okay, it's like a full-time freaking job, and it's crazy. So, yeah, I'm glad you're gonna keep trying, and then it's just trying to jump on other shows. Having time, trying to find ways. Yeah, dude, Jerry, it's just like trying to block that time, man. Sometimes it's waking up, it's joining the 5 a.m. club. Sometimes you got to join the 5 a.m. club and you got to wake up really early and it sucks and you got to burn the midnight oil for a bit. If you've got a kid like me, man, none of you guys got excuses. Even with kids, sometimes you just you gotta hustle for that dream. Like, man, like I'm just trying to, like, if I could tell you like how many emails I would send out to book shows or to get whatever it is I wanted, I would just like hammer those emails, do whatever it was I could to just to get it, and so make a way, man. Erickson, I've gotten over 5K in less than 5 full days. Boom. I love it. 5,000 fans. I'm going to be announcing this too. Okay. For those of you that joined the Facebook Accelerator, once you hit 10K fans, I'm going to be asking you for your shirt size, and I'm getting the 10K club shirts done, and I'm going to just send you that. Okay. So let me know when you get 10,000 fans. Okay. Matthew's asking what the Facebook Accelerator course is. I'll just post that in here for you. It's a course, super affordable, man. And it just blows up your Facebook page because I'm still trying to understand everything that you guys need. And this, when I just realized this, because I already had the likes, but I wanted to grow mine. Here it is. I just posted it in the chat there for the course there, Matthew. But like, social proof is so important. whether it's social media, whether it's somebody taking a photo of you at a show. Like sometimes, and I'm not trying to tell you to be like shady or anything like that, but like if my wife takes a picture of a photo, you better believe she's going to get the shot where it shows the most people. If you better believe if there's a whole bunch of people on the right and not many people on the left, you better believe she's going to crop that photo to make it look bigger. Okay, especially when I'm trying to grow my career. We're trying to make it look bigger than life. You better believe they do that all the time in sports things and events. You know, when Hillary Clinton was campaigning, you better believe they always showed the shots where there's a lot of people there, or they just showed the person. And I'll just tell you, you know, a lot of people know when you just show the person in the shot and not the whole crowd, then they kind of know that there's not actually a lot of people there, because if there was a lot of people, they would take the shot and show a lot of people. Cole, great news. There's a restaurant not far from my apartment that offered me the opportunity to come by this Friday and sing some Christian bands for my bands like Toby Mac, as well as you. If all goes well, they will be able to help me get my name out there. Oh, cool, man. So you're going to be able to perform there? Is that what you're saying, Cole? If you're performing, dude, please film it. Guys, anytime you perform, film it. Film it so you can watch yourself. Watching yourself is sometimes painful, but you got to do it to kind of see, okay, what could I do better? Okay, look, I was slouching. I was looking down too much. You want to make sure when you walk on that stage, like when I walk out on stage, I got my finger and then I'm like, I walk out there and I command. I'm like, come on. Like, you know, like you, and you're going to get more comfortable with that. And like, but I'll do that even if I don't got any fans or anything like that. I will just be like, you know, like command, like put your hands up. All right, put your hands together, guys. Come on, let's rock this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, hey guys, you guys ready to have a good time tonight? Like, you don't have to be like such a spaz like me. You can be like, so stoked to be here. And all right, put your hands together. Let's rock this. And you just gotta be into it, and you just gotta believe in yourself when you hit that stage. You gotta believe in yourself when you're doing that Facebook Live, and you command with confidence. Okay, I'm like just going off about all kinds of stuff. You never know what we're going to talk about in Fanbase University coaching calls. Okay, Nick, I am part of an independent record label. I started with some friends. We're all still individual artists, though. How can I make sure I release my mixtape correctly, timing, what to leak, what not to leak? Okay, Nick, the best thing that I can suggest is, okay, first, if you don't have my song launch checklist, get that with the video training. Okay, I think you do have that if you're part of Fanbase University. I'm not sure. I don't know if that was included or not. Anyways, you want to follow Hollywood's example when it comes to releasing a mixtape. Okay, so a mixtape is normally free. I don't think you can sell those, right? I don't think you can. Maybe you can sell it if it's your beats. If you're rapping over other people's beats, I don't think you can. But anyways, you want to be like Hollywood. Like if you're in the studio right now working on it, you want to be with your bros. Like, and if you can get all three of you guys in the room and you can film a video, hey, we're just working on this mixtape, so stoked. And then you spit a verse from it. Can't wait for you guys to hear it. And maybe it's just a little bit of a verse just to give them a little taste. Hey, it's coming soon. Like let's say, for instance, it's September 12th and you're going to be releasing it October 12th. Okay, it's going to be coming out in a month. And I would suggest giving yourself more time than that, but you want to keep talking about it every day. You are posting about it every day in some form or fashion. I don't know if you can do a Kickstarter for a mixtape or not, but you want to be talking about this every day. And this is the thing. You are going to get more sick and tired of your marketing than other people. Okay, you are going to get more sick and tired of your marketing than other people, but that's why you switch it up and you tell stories. What's the story behind the different songs? Okay, if I have my album here, okay, I have all my songs here. I could look at this right now and I can remember different stories that I could tell about each one of these different songs. I could share a story. Like, for instance, the song Don't Turn Away. You know, I remember when we had this artist come and feature on it. I still remember him recording the tracks and, you know, him singing on the verse and Adam coming together. And I remember, you know, I was really inspired by NERD at the time that inspired that song. That's what gave me that idea behind it. This song Bounce. I remember playing the demo actually, and the song used to be called Dance If You Want to Just Dance and Dance, and we changed it to Bounce If You Want to Just Bounce. And I remember my wife didn't really like this song, and she kind of made fun of me about it, and it ended up becoming a hit. Okay, you see how I have stories about every single, this is an old album, okay, and I'm still remembering stories. What are the stories behind your songs? You share those. If you have not recorded song explanations for all your mixtape and all those content, decide which one you think is going to be the hit, okay? Which one you think is really going to be the hit, and sometimes you don't know. You could do a vote, like vote for the name of it, you know, what the mixtape is. Get your fans involved. Get them engaged now. This is the biggest mistake artists make, okay? And I'm doing this right now, is artists, they engage their fans when it's done. It's too late. Why should I care? Why should I give a crap about your mixtape? You didn't let me know about it. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Nick. Thanks a lot, man. You didn't even tell me about it. Now it's out. Oh, great. I really want to support it now. You didn't even tell me about it. Do you see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? It's like get them involved. Have them vote on the cover. Have them vote on the artwork. Talk about everything, almost like it's a Kickstarter. And yes, leak pieces of it. And then give that thing away for free and build a huge email list. Build a huge following. You know, like our page, to, you know, comment below this video and we'll send you the download link for free, or, you know, just try and get a way to get engagement, you know, and build up. I get like, okay, so I am doing a remix of all my songs on Stones. Okay. I'm doing, what I've decided to do is this just came out. This came out like 2 months ago, and I'm still promoting it. We're still doing stuff. We're spending a lot of money on freaking radio, and I'm going on tour, of course, to promote this. And I'm doing I'm releasing a remix of it. And so I've got some names for ideas, and I'm asking them to vote, like, because I'm going to release each song separately before the album. And I'm going to ask my fans, which one do you want me to do next? I'm going to get them to vote on the name. What do you think I should call this? I'm going to get them to vote on the cover. What do you think I should put on the cover? What would be cool? And to get ideas. Sometimes, like, when you ask fans, you get awesome ideas. Okay, so I just barfed on you there, Nick, with a whole bunch of ideas. I hope you dug those. I hope you dug those. Okay, cool. He's got the Facebook. Okay. Oh, Rio. Good question. When do you think Facebook is going to start paying artists for displaying their music on Facebook? Man, I don't know. When they can figure out the ads and stuff, it's really whack that they haven't paid us yet, because like it's our property. But I guarantee you, man, soon, like they're gonna have, just like how YouTube has the content ID to find out where our music is, and who's using it so that they can pay us. You know, it might be a while though, so I don't have the answer for that. The last phone call I had with TuneCore, and they just said they haven't figured it out yet. They got me all ramped up about it, and I was all stoked about it, because like, man, that could be some substantial, you know, income. Like, heck, I got 180 something thousand likes on Facebook. I got thousands, millions of views there, compared to YouTube. But yet YouTube, like, I'll look at it this way, like, Facebook is such an amazing marketing tool to go find your fans really quickly and get social proof, and everybody is on there, and the narrow targeting is amazing. But also YouTube is also really great too, you know, but YouTube actually pays me. But when I boost a post or I do Facebook ads for my Kickstarters, like I said, like I make so much money, like indirectly from Facebook. And that's why it's worth investing in. Like, Facebook isn't going to be like MySpace, where it's just going to like disappear. I just don't see that happening. But at the end of the day, you always want to be building your email list. I cannot stress that enough. And I use ActiveCampaign. Okay, I use ActiveCampaign. I do not recommend MailChimp anymore. I'm so over MailChimp. MailChimp sucks compared to, and I'll just post thing for that if I can find it. Where is it? Affiliate. Here it is. Here's my this is what I use for email. You can get a free trial. Okay. Good, Jerry. Get on the Facebook Accelerator. I'm going to be doing one for YouTube as well too. Okay. Lewis, I'm a guitarist producing my album. I don't sing. I create melodies, lyrics, and all this stuff to start my journey. My first challenge is to find my singer, genre rock metal. Any recommendations? Interesting. I like that, man. The fact that you are like the producer, here's my question, Louis. It sounds like you want to be in a group, okay? And if you don't want to be the singer, my question is, are you against just being the producer? Like, if you're cool, if you're not going to be the singer, and I'd also challenge you, are you sure you can't be the singer? Like, if you don't want to be? And the reason I say this is like, okay, you're trying to find a singer, and I really try to encourage people not to join bands. I really try, because bands always break up, and because you can't control. Like, if you get a singer, dude, like, you got to make sure that they are really on the same page as you. But life happens, and people always end up breaking up. And so I would say, man, like, okay, you be the producer. You know, why don't you just hire a whole bunch of different artists and you pay them like just like as I'm an artist and I would pay a session guitarist to come play, why don't you pay a vocalist, find an artist that you like, that has the voice that you want, has what you want, and you have the lyrics and melodies, and you just pay them a fee, kind of like Timbaland did when he released his album. He had a lot of features on it and he sung just a little bit, but then you make Louis the brand, and then you're the producer. You're in control, okay? And it's your way or the highway. You hire and fire whoever you want, okay? I just gave you $1 million idea there. I hope you saw that, okay? Just go hire whoever you want to come sing on your tracks. You just pay them their fee. You wrote it so they don't get any publishing. Make them sign a contract, no master rights or whatever. It's your baby, your brand, your band, your artist name, whatever you want to call it. And they just come in, and you can have different artists. DJs are doing this. It's like with DJs. Like, they'll feature a chick vocalist or something like that, okay? Nick, what's up, brother? How can I upload free MP3s for people to listen to on my Facebook page? Okay, so you use either iMovie on a Mac or Movie Maker, okay? And you find the image, whether it's of you performing or your album cover or some cool piece of art that works with your song, okay? You drag that into iMovie. You drag your MP3 into iMovie underneath, and you make a little mini video of it, either the whole song. You can add your website at the end of it. You can make your own little video. You export that as an MP4, and then you upload that to Facebook. You what I do is I export it out of iMovie, and I choose the email option, and I email it to my phone, and then I text it to myself so I can save it on my phone. And then I upload it to Instagram. That's what I do actually sometimes. And my Instagram is connected to my Facebook. So when I post on Instagram, it goes to my Facebook and goes to my Twitter. Okay? Hope that answered your question. Jay Wolf, dude, glad you're enjoying it, man. So glad you're here. Really glad you're here. Jesse, I want to start doing YouTube vlogs along with music. Would you suggest posting them on the same or different channel as my music? Yes, I would post them on the same channel, but you make a separate playlist, okay? So I have different playlists on my YouTube channel, Jesse. I have one for music videos. I have one for lyric videos. I have one for video logs. I have one which is all skateboarding related. I have a playlist that is for this album. I have a playlist that specifically plays only all the songs off of this album. So you want to just make a playlist inside of YouTube and put all your vlogs under that. So when people go to your YouTube page, they go, oh, cool, vlogs, and then they're all right there. Okay. I would also encourage you when you're doing your vlogs to always have some of your music at least underneath it a little bit so that the YouTube content ID will see it, and so you can at least get paid for it. Because if you just do it raw with no music behind it, you're not going to get paid for that video. Okay, well, you'll get paid for the ads, but we want to get you paid for the music as well. okay? Because there's two income streams there, right? There's the video content, right, which will be you talking or doing whatever it is, but then there's the music side for the publishing, okay? So you want to make sure you have your music in there so you can make publishing money too. Chan, what's up, brother? I'm doing good, man. I'm feeling good. I just hope you guys, like, man, already 35 minutes. I really, really look forward to the calls with you guys. I really do, man. I really just want to say that, you know, I enjoy this so much. I enjoy coaching you and answering all your questions, and just, you know, it really means a lot to me when you guys are successful and going after it and making it happen. And I just want you to know that. You know what I don't like? I don't like the hater artists that sometimes, you know, I have to convince that this is real, but I can't tell you how much I really enjoy helping you guys. And I look forward to these calls. Like I was telling my wife, like, I just like it, like this is one of my favorite things to do, is hang out with you guys. So I just hope you know that I just love being here, and you can ask me any questions you want. You can't embarrass me. If I don't know the answer, I'll find it for you. I'll figure it out, or I'll find someone who does. But I just want you to know that, okay? Chris has asked me if I've heard of Afton shows and Sonic bids. I've definitely heard of Sonic bids. I haven't heard of Afton shows. I'm assuming it's similar to Sonic bids, where it's kind of like a curator for festivals and stuff like that. And so what Sonic bids is, for those of you who never heard of it, so you've got a festival, you've got an event, and then you've got the artists. Well, Sonic bids meets in the middle, where you have to create your EPK, where you upload your bio, your video, all your stats and stuff, like how many Facebook likes or YouTube views and subscribers you have. Sorry for the pitch there. But you upload all your content and you create this EPK, and then you submit for a show like South by Southwest, NXNE, Reaper Bomb in Germany. And those are really great ways. You know, you probably won't get paid for a lot of the festivals, but this is something where I think I said to someone else, is like, you want to, like, you know, choose what shows you really want to get on and apply for them so you can build your resume. Like, at first, for some of you, man, you're going to pay to play because you're building up your resume. But say you got on South by Southwest and you live in Arizona. Well, then you want to start booking shows on the way to Texas, okay? And then on the way back, so that, you know what I mean? So that you don't maybe lose all your money. And so it's not total investment. So you book clubs on the way. Maybe you book schools. Maybe you book cafes. Maybe you book sports events, because, you know, anything you can do to try and make some of that money back because you're investing in that show. Like, heck, if I'm going to drive, like, I used to do it the stupid way, and I'd be like, oh, I booked this one show and it's a freaking 10-hour drive. And we would just do the whole 10 hours. And it's like, well, why didn't you try and book a show halfway? You know, why didn't you try and book a show halfway to kind of like break it up and save some money and make some money? Utilize your time. Ria, when do you think it would be smart for my band to fly out to another country to play shows? After you're making at least $10,000 or thousands of dollars a month in your own area. Once you've really maxed it out, what's the closest next country? Then start to branch out. You've got to build local before you can go global. And what I would do, so say I'm starting over again and I'm from Toronto, Canada. The closest U.S. states to me are Buffalo, Michigan, maybe Maryland, New Hampshire. Okay? So I'd maybe take those 4 states and I'd start boosting posts to Michigan, to New York, to Maryland, to New Hampshire. And I'd start building my fan base there, I'd probably just do 2, Buffalo and Michigan. Start hitting up Michigan and Buffalo. And I know Detroit's really close there. I know there's Kalamazoo and Midland and a bunch of whatever. And I build my fan bases in there, do video ads there, and then I would go and try and do a show there. So it's not like, when do I fly to another country? It's like, what country is the closest where there's where there's a market for your type of music, and try and build it up there online so that you can hit up a promoter there where there's events. Say there's a festival in New York that I want to get on, or in Germany, in Berlin. Well, I build up my fan base huge in Berlin, and then I hit up the festival promoter and say, look, I got 10,000 likes alone just in Berlin. Come book me. I've got fans. Otherwise, screw off, they're going to say. Why do we want you? Why do we want you, Manifest? Why do we want you, Rio? Why would we want to book you? Do you got fans of that country? Well, this is, again, the beautiful thing with online, right? And Facebook targeting, YouTube targeting, the whole thing. Cole, what's up, brother? What is the best way to contact an artist to ask if you can cover a song of theirs? Planning on asking Toby Mac if I can do a version of DC Talks Jesus Freak. You would have to contact the publisher or the label. Whoever owns the master right copy to that is who you would contact, and that could be a pain in the butt. But I have not personally ever done a cover like that. Like because I didn't sell it, though. So that's only if you're selling it, you have to have permission. If you're not going to sell it, then you're fine. Then I don't think you need permission. Jerome, what's up, dude? Is it better to perform with a full band at a loss or perform without a band for a profit, but not have a good of show? I usually hire a band, but the ticket sales rarely cover the cost of the band. I end up losing money every show. That is an amazing, 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 amazing question, Jerome. And when I first went out with the band, I thought, like when I got this tour offer, I was like, oh, I got to get my van, got to get the trailer, and I got to bring a drummer, a guitarist, and a bass player. For starters, I didn't need the trailer, okay? Could have saved money and just done stuff because I could have shared a drum kit with one of the other artists on the tour, and I would have not brought a bass player. I would have just put bass on tracks. I know so many bands that are just putting bass on tracks. Depending on how big the show is, okay, and how important it is, you can get away with just a drummer, but I wouldn't personally do anything less than at least a drummer or a DJ or something, unless you can really pull it off acoustically and you can connect with the crowd. I have toured the world with an iPod, okay? I've done it. But I will say, I'll never forget, I got on this really big opportunity in Singapore, and I could have opened a ton of doors, and I didn't invest in bringing the band, and I should have. Okay, so you got to know when it's the right thing to bring the band and when not to. This last tour, again, I just shared a drum kit with the band, okay? And then we just brought our own scrim to put on front of the drum head to try and save money, okay? So it's not it's just a local show and tickets aren't going to be great, dude. It is not worth going in the hole. Take that money and put it into your online marketing, dude, and grow your fan base, grow your email list, put it into a better song or into radio or something like that. But don't pee it away on just paying these guys, okay? They really want to play, and you want to be careful of this too, but negotiate them down. Say, hey guys, ticket sales we're just tight, and I can't go broke on this, dude. Like, if I normally pay you $75, can I pay each $50? Because I want you all. I don't know if you guys can work with me or not, but just be real with people. Just be real with people. But it's definitely, if it's going to be a small show, dude, don't just bring the drummer, or just bring just drummer and guitar. Okay, try and save some money, man. Because honestly, I would have saved thousands and thousands of thousands. Why didn't I have Fanbase University to ask that question? Someone to tell me. I just saved you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars right there. Jonathan, is 6 months before the album is done a good head time to start? Yes, that's great. 6 months is great. It's great time. That's a great amount of time, man. 6 months to start leading up to it, creating all your content. 6 months you can start chatting about it and all that stuff. It's a great lead time, man. Great lead time. Let me know if you have more specific questions about that, but I think that's great. J Wolf Music. I've been promoting myself a lot on Instagram and promoting my new single. I've been wondering how I can make Kickstarter work for me. Okay, so I have a free training I'm going to be putting you guys through called Crowdfunding Secrets. Okay. And the key to crowdfunding and to Kickstarter, okay, I'll just share some of the snippets is like, again, having a lead time. Okay, having a good lead time. You want to choose about 30 days to do the Kickstarter. You don't want to do any longer than that because it's a lot of work, and it's a lot of painful, hard, amazing work though, okay? But you really want to do one. And I'll say this. It's not so much about Instagram, because Instagram, it's great and stuff like that, and I'm glad at least you have a platform to promote, but I'm telling you, your email list will be the number one thing where people will support. So if you're going to do a Kickstarter, you need to get out a spreadsheet, and you got to make 3 or 4 different lists. All your friends that might support you, every single friend you can think of. Write down their name, put their email down, or their Facebook info, or their phone number. Put all your family members down, from your cousins, your brothers, your sisters, aunts, uncles, all your family members down. Then you're going to put down all you're going to have your email list. Then you're going to have all your artist friends that can promote for you, okay? And you're really going to want to make sure when you have the date, say the date is September 14th, okay? Say it's coming out September 14th, so this Thursday, all right, just to say, you email all your friends and family. You would have emailed them today to say, hey, I have this campaign that's going to be launching this Thursday. It would mean so much to me if you can. I'm going to be making it live tomorrow, or I'm going to be making it, so you can pledge tomorrow. And it means a ton to me that I have support before I go live on Thursday. So you email them to tell them that I'm going to make this live tomorrow, but I really need your support because actually on Thursday I'm going to be going live. I'm sorry I said that kind of confusingly, but the idea is you're not going to Instagram your email list and you're not sharing it until Thursday, but you're telling all your friends to support you on Wednesday, so that when the public and all the people that aren't your real closest friends, they see that campaign, it's already got some momentum. Because the worst killer of a Kickstarter campaign is not having, again, what is it? What is it? Social proof. Social proof. It matters in every area. Every area is social proof because we follow. We follow, right? We follow. That's my one big tidbit, man. And just make sure you have a crap load of content to follow up with it, to promote it, and have a realistic goal, okay? If you want more clarity, more specific questions, feel to ask those, okay? Feel free to ask those. I talk so much that I'm not breathing. I'm going to lose my voice. Eric's asking, what's the difference between ActiveCampaign and MailChimp? ActiveCampaign allows you to do automation that is insane, Eric, and I'll give you an instance. It is very easy for me to send out an email. Like say I'm going to be sending out an email tomorrow. It's going to be about the tour dates that I'm going to be announcing. I'm going to be announcing my tour tomorrow. And I'm going to be announcing it over email, over Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Instagram Live, every live that I can do. But I'm going to send out an email. I'm going to wait 3 hours after that email is sent, Eric. And then with a click of a button, I can click on resend options, and I can easily resend it to all the people who didn't open the email, just like with a couple clicks of a button. Some of the automation that you can do is just insane. And it's like the same price, if not cheaper than MailChimp, and it's just way easier. Everything's a bit of a learning curve when you first start using it, but oh my gosh, it's a freaking game changer, dude. Okay, Lewis, what about the live shows to do what you are telling me? I don't understand the question. Shiv, do you set up an LLC as Manifest? I would recommend staying far and clear of incorporating, okay? Because when you incorporate, you are slave to the government, okay? I truly more believe in trusts, and I don't want to get into that. People say that when you're incorporated, you're protected, but that's why you put everything under your wife's name, because you are probably the one that is in the line of fire if you were to get sued. That's why you have trusts, okay? Because what a trust deed is, and it's in trust, and this is what Justin Bieber and all the big guys do. They don't do corporations. Ever hear the story about McDonald's and the old lady that spilled a hot cup of coffee on herself, and she sued McDonald's and won because the hot cup of coffee was too hot? Okay, so with all of McDonald's power and money, and they're incorporated and still got sued, it doesn't save you. Trusts, however, do, because say I set up a trust between me and Shiv here, okay, and the trust deed is my iPhone, and so I have a trust where you are the trustee, okay? I give it to you so that you are, and I'm not a freaking lawyer, okay? But the idea is, if I've entrusted this with you, okay, but and you're going to hold on to this until my daughter is 18, okay? You're just going to use this or whatever. You're going to hold on to this. It's in trust in you, but maybe I still use it, or it's like my house. I still live in the house, but I've entrusted it to you. But when my daughter turns 18, you're going to give it to her, right? And so what trusts do, it basically allows you to use something, but it's actually not in your name. And so people will maybe see you, driving a fancy car or whatever, or your house, but it's actually not in your name. And so when people go to sue you, you just have to show the trust deed, and they'll be like, oh, well, it's actually entrusted to someone else. And so someone can't steal what's not legally theirs. That's like some really deep asset protection stuff. Okay, and then next time we're going to start getting into precious metals. But anyways, I don't believe in LLCs. I believe in trusts, and doing it that way. That's what the millionaires, billionaires do to protect their assets, okay? And if you want to get biblical, there's something in the Bible that says that Abraham went into Sarah's tent. Abraham went into Sarah's tent. Okay, it didn't say Abraham's tent, it said Sarah's tent, and I really believe that's God trying to show us asset protection, that the house was in the wife's name, because in case Abraham got sued, because he's the one in the line of fire when it comes to business, they can't take away their home because it is in Sarah's name. That was way too much for tonight's call. Did you copyright your logo? No, I did not. Maybe I should trademark it. That's what it would actually be, as a trademark when it comes to thing. I didn't trademark it. I don't get hung up on that stuff too much. I feel like it's like there's like, if I was making millions a year, yes, I've made millions off of my music, but I haven't done that. Maybe I should, maybe I haven't. I just haven't bothered to done. I haven't had anybody rip me off with it. I'm not really worried about it. How deep have you tested having upsells on a product funnel for your music, book, etc.? Okay, Michael is asking me about upsells, and I use ClickFunnels a lot for that, a little bit on Shopify. Upsells are a freaking game changer, and I gave you guys my funnel last time, and I will give it to you again. But basically, this is where I sell all my CDs, my merch stuff from. And it's funny, I just got a upsell right here online right now. But it has been a freaking game changer for me for selling my CDs. If you go to, I'm going to just put it in here, but like, look, if I'm driving someone to buy my CD and they want to buy it, they've already got their wallet out. They're already saying, yes, I want to buy like your music. Okay. I am not doing justice by not saying, hey, do you want to buy something else? And so after someone goes to buy my CD, once they put their name and credit card information, there's a little button that first says, hey, do you want the instrumentals? Do you want the digital version as well? Then once that page is gone, it says, hold up. And some of you guys have seen me do this with my online courses, but the reason I do it is for Manifest. And here's the funnel. You can have it right here. Boom. There it is, yours for you guys to have. You have to have an account with ClickFunnels. There's a 2-week trial you can have to mess around with it. But I think it was Cole. I did a video for him, and I changed his whole funnel and showed how easily you can do upsells. But I left thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on the table by not doing upsells, Michael. So yes, having, upselling to a shirt or a different package or this or that, it is so powerful, guys. So powerful. When you're ready to when you're really marketing your music, and you're going to be doing it, if you're going to be releasing a CD or even your mixtape, like, if people are going to go buy it, have other options for them to get other stuff. Like, they're already saying, I like you, I want to buy your stuff. Like, that's the thing why iTunes sucks, and like Bandcamp and some of these other stuff. It's like, you don't have the power to do upsells, Cole, right back at you, buddy. Love the love, feeling the love in here. Afton, basically they get you shows, usually not very good ones, but you are required to sell certain amounts of tickets. Yeah, it doesn't sound very good. And then he goes, you want to get on shows, like if you're going to put the effort to get on shows where there's going to already be a built-in audience. Go where there's going to already be a built-in audience if you can. That's why I love buying onto shows. Afton is basically, they get you shows usually. Oh, sorry. Don't do Afton. If you can't sell the number of tickets you want, they really get abusive. Yeah, I believe it, man. I believe it. You need mechanical lines to do a cover song. Yep, you do. Yes, you do. Not to just to do it on YouTube or anything. You need it to sell it though, for a mechanical license. Yes, because the mechanical license is generated when something physical or digital is technically sold or exchanged in hands. Julia, how do you find out who owns the rights to a cover you want to do? The cover I did is a cover already, so how can I check to see who I need to check with? I put it in here, and again, CD Baby cover songs, they are the ones that I know that know a lot about this, so I would hit them up. And again, because I've not done this, but this should give you the information on licensing your song for a cover, okay? I'm getting you the info or the article on this. Boom. There's a link there on about licensing a song for covers, because I honestly do not do that, but CD Baby does it all the time. Julia, okay, so I just posted a link in there to give you information on how to find out how to get your rights to do a cover song and sell it, okay? Lewis, for how long months can I promote my single if I'm using online platforms, not radio? Should I keep 3 to 4 minute rule? Okay, so give you an example. I'm building my email list right now, and it's my song Impossible off this album, which is 11 years old. And I'm using one of my most popular songs that happens to be 11 years old, Impossible. I'm giving it away for free. So this is something that I made years ago that I'm still using to market my music. So I guess my point is there, you are going to keep promoting your music all the time for the rest of how you own it. Sometimes you forget, and that's why you really need to kind of like get in a schedule. And one of the biggest things you need to do is have a 12-month calendar. What are you doing for the next 12 months? Like, I hope you guys are planning. If you've already got music available for sale, I hope you got something planned for Halloween, for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, for Black Friday, for, all these things that are coming up, so that, you can jump on those things and promote, okay? Once you got a single out, I would say, like you said, 3 to 4 months. I don't know. I'm not fully understanding your question, because you say months and then you say minutes below. But 3 to 4 months is great. I'd say 3 months is enough, okay? Then you can release something else. But it depends what your strategy is, right? Like if you're going to be releasing an EP or something like that, you got to decide, like, when's your release date? Like, what's the main thing? What are you releasing the songs to lead up to? Nick, I think, was talking about his mixtape. And so, he's going to set a date for the release for the mixtape. If it's 3 or 4 months from now, well, then he's definitely going to want to try and release songs leading up to it. And I say the more songs that you can release singly up to it, I say the better. Because then once it's out, it's like it's out, right? And it's just like, boom. But then that's why you got to create different other pieces of content to keep talking about it. And that's why people do music videos and lyric videos and promotional videos and you know, contests, and just give it away for free and do all these things to kind of keep the talk going. That's why you go on tour and you talk about the songs and do a t-shirt about the song and do all these things. Cole, I'll try to come to Lafayette. We might on this tour, dude. We might. Jonathan, thank you. Is 11 songs good for an album? Yeah, 10 to 11 is fine. 10's fine. Then if you want to do a remix of one of the songs, or what you could do is you could do it either way. You could do 11 songs, 11 originals, and then make the 12th one a remix and just put that on iTunes only and make it where they have to buy the full album to get the remix of the songs. That's some ideas, or an acoustic version of one of the songs to kind of bump up the number of songs, okay? You just take one song that's already done. It's really cheap to do an acoustic version of it or a live version of it, or just get someone to remix it, and all of a sudden, oh, wow, there's like, look at this. This is the deluxe version, okay? So I've got bonuses on here. I've got 2 remixes on then because this is the deluxe version, right? So that's an idea too. You release the original CD, then 5 months later, you release the deluxe edition. And again, what are you doing? You're re-promoting this thing and you're reigniting it, okay? So that's something kind of cool. Ryan, you sent an email about pay to play. Who would be the best person to contact to find out about opening different bands in this same sort of genre? The artist, the manager, the booking agent. The label would be the last. So if you got a relationship with the artist, that's always number one, because the manager and the label work for the artist and the booking agent all work for the artist. But then it would be the manager, booking agent, record label, okay, for getting onto a tour. And anyhow you can get in there, okay? And sometimes you got to email in different ways. So say, and then, okay, say you want to, this comes back to what I was saying about, you know, when you want something done, you know, you really got to go for it. Okay. You really got to command it. So if I want to hit someone up about, say I want to hit up the artist. Okay. I hit them up on Instagram. I hit them up on Facebook. I hit them up on Twitter. I hit them up on email. Same thing with the manager. Booking agent, find out who the booking agent is and find that person on Facebook, find them on LinkedIn, find them. Like one of the secrets to getting contacts for people is going on LinkedIn. Okay. Michael's asking about trusts, where I get that stuff. You just hire a trust lawyer. But again, dude, unless you've got like something to put on in a trust, don't get hung up on that stuff. I'm going to answer a couple more questions quick here because we're over the time, but I just want to make sure I kill it for you guys, okay? Troy, hey, Chris, we have an ear of a few different big publishers in A&R. Daughter is 15-year-old pop artist, super quality co-writes, folks, you know, she hasn't gigged. What other than being super, super appreciative should we be doing to maximize the relationship's interest we are getting? Okay, we have the ear of a few different. Okay, well, you know, you don't annoy them. You keep them updated with things she's got going on. If you've got a new song going on or a show, okay, maybe ask them for advice. Hey, can you recommend another producer who our daughter should write with? You know, is there any co-writes you can suggest? And kind of make them feel like they're involved creating it, because A&Rs, it doesn't matter who it is, people love to support that which they helped create. Okay. So, you know, you want to involve them without being annoying. We're just saying, hey, anyone you can recommend that would be a great fit for her, or other artists, or, you know, and just sound like you are being appreciative, just like how you even formulated your email, and show them that you're working hard and do what they say. If someone tells you, if you ask for their advice, then make sure you do it. You know, and then let them know. You're like, hey, I just went and acted on that. Michael's asking, where's your entry point to your funnels? Well, when someone signs up on my email list, if you go to my website, manifest.com, and I'm going to be switching my website all over to ClickFunnels, switching everything over to ClickFunnels, my website. I remember I sent out this thing for that theme, Lush. Screw that, man. Screw that. This way, when I have it on ClickFunnels, I'm gonna do a video for you guys that is gonna freaking blow your minds on how easy you can set up a website. You can change it when you got shows. You don't need to hire no freaking anyone on Fiverr or Upwork or whatever, web developers, none of that stuff, none of that. Even to do like crazy stuff, like none of that stuff, like so plug and play. But anyways, my entry point is when someone signs up to my email list, they start going through my sales funnel. Okay. Sometimes that's on my website. Sometimes that's through Facebook. Sometimes it's doing a promotion on another site. Lee is asking how much it costs. Lee is asking how much does it cost to buy on to a show? Dude, it could cost anywhere from like $200 a show to $500 to $1,000. I've heard crazy numbers. Okay, I've heard crazy numbers. It really depends what it is, and you want to make sure there's, if you're paying $1,000 a night, there better be like 500 plus people a night. Okay, but that's worth it. I'd pay $1,000 to play for 500 people a night. If it's the right audience and I can do $2 to $5 a head in merch and get exposed to 500 people live, and then you got to negotiate how long you're performing for and all that stuff. So, Rio, when my band has a lot of merch, what company can I depend on to send my merch to our customers for me so I don't have to do anything? That's a great question. I'm currently using disc.com, okay, to send all my stuff out. I really like them. They're really professional. They don't take a percentage and they don't charge anything to have your stuff. It's just $3 per item. Okay, so if you have a whole package, it's just $3 and they send that out. Michael, you're asking me about funnel and cart value. Honestly, dude, I'm still pretty new at some of that stuff. And it really depends on what it is, my man. It really, really depends on what it is, okay? And you just know your stats over time. And I'd have to look at them. Like if I look at my different funnels, I'd have to go and see what my average to cart value is. So I would just look at my stats, and then I would see, you know what I mean, very, very quickly what my average is. And it's different from Manifest compared to like the courses and things I sell. Okay. Last question, Austin, this is the last one, and I freaking love you guys. Is there a person that can be hired to take care of social media, show content promotion? So as an artist, I'm only concerned with making the music itself. Okay, Austin, you're not going to like this answer, but you're going to find it funny. You would not outsource your sex life. So I would not suggest you outsource your marketing. Okay, I know that's crazy and it sounds funny, but you want to be in control of your marketing. Nobody knows your voice. Nobody knows your your music like you know it. Anytime I've seen people do that, it does not work well. You know your voice. You want to learn marketing. You want to connect with your fans. Okay, I see some fan artists do it, and I just don't think it works, man. You want to be in control, you want to be in control of your marketing. You don't want to outsource that. Now, do you want to automate it? Now, if you ask me about automating, and somebody talked about that earlier, like Hootsuite, there's another one called Meet Edgar. Okay, that I used Meet Edgar a while ago, and it allows me to preload all these posts, and it even has different like funnels for them, like or categories. So I can have a category for music videos, lyric videos, and like when I want to promote my merchandise. And so it'll say, hey, post a music video on Wednesday, post a merch post on Thursday, promote this, and it can post more than once, twice, and it grabs and it posts it on Facebook and Twitter and stuff. It can't do Instagram yet, which is really annoying. But Hootsuite, and what I like about Meet Edgar more than Hootsuite is Hootsuite, you have to keep on re-uploading stuff. You have to keep like filling it up, where with Meet Edgar, it can just grab it and it can set it and keep grabbing it from the pool of all the posts. Okay, so that's a whole training in itself. As an artist, where can you use for high priced products is what I meant. Oh, okay. Well, Kickstarters, Michael, would probably be the best form of selling high priced things, or packages. Okay, so I just sold a $50 package to one of my fans while I was on this, and that was through an email funnel. Okay, people bought that through that, and it was just like a CD, a hat, a shirt. Like, you package as much stuff as you can. You know, sometimes I have a $100 package that has, you know, more stuff, and it has the USB key, and, you know, and if I want to add more value, you know, how can I add more value to this without having, or how can I charge more without adding more stuff here? Well, I say, oh, okay, for all this, $75. Oh, to have it all signed, it's now $100. Okay, and so I've never sold. The highest package that I sold on Kickstarter was $5,000, but I sold like a custom skateboard and different stuff for like $400 and different things. And go look at my Kickstarter campaign, and you can see all the different packages that I did. But that definitely allows you to go a lot higher. What up, Rocky Mayfield? What up? The greatest, the greatest. Ho. Okay, guys, freaking gotta go. We went 10 minutes over. I hope you guys really enjoyed. If you came late, you better go watch the replay, because this was a lot of good stuff, man. Any companies drop ship merch? I think you can do print on demand for some companies. I haven't done that yet. So yeah, anyways, you guys are freaking awesome, man. I'm proud of you guys. Keep at it. There's so much energy in here, and connect with each other while you're in here, man. Talk about doing shows, talk about doing features, talk about, you know, just connecting with each other and building. And again, join the Facebook group if you haven't joined that there, so that we can keep it going. And the next one's going to be on the 24th, but you don't have to wait till the 24th to ask me a question. Post it inside Fanbase University, okay? And I'll make sure I answer. And we're going to have some more great stuff coming. Freaking love you guys, man. I'm out. Have a good night. Peace.